I'm coming back from this with 0 hamstrings. So we're going straight from tight end you to Beer Bowl. So I'm going to be at Seattle with 0.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about it.
I've never seen either one of you run, but I've seen Jake walk, and I can kind of imagine how he runs. I don't know how
Jake has a medical exemption from participating.
I can run.
He wouldn't pass the NFL physical. Yeah, well, not to hit.
I can't get hit. I can
he
run.
wouldn't pass the physical. It's fucking hilarious.
Jake's more of a clipboard player, is what we call
That's
him.
right. That's right.
Brandon was going to tight end U, and he just told me I had to come film him use a jugs machine and run routes. So I'll see you guys there.
Please.
Yeah. I don't know
I can't
if
wait to watch this footage. All right.
It's at Vanderbilt, so I don't know. I will probably have to ask them for a jugs machine, but typically we just ask a few quarterbacks to come. So
Okay, well, you zip one in here.
What's the drill that you have to run on the line while guys are throwing it from each side and you can't?
the gauntlet.
The
That's what we were
gauntlet?
talking
You want me
about.
to do a gauntlet?
I wanted to put Jason through the
I want
gauntlet.
footage of Brandon Borders running the gauntlet.
We can get that done.
That's fucking hilarious.
Just tell me if it's left or right on the first throw. That's all I need to know, and I'm good. That's all I need to know.
Keep your head on the
Okay.
swivel, Brandon.
Hands will be up.
Keep your head
Hands
on
will
the
be up.
swivel, Brandon.
Defensive position. We're ready to go. All right.
Keep your head on the swivel.
You're so fucked.
Do I have to buy cleats?
If you want to run around, it'd probably be smart of you to get cleats, yes.
Can you guys give me a helmet? I'm probably going to need that helmet.
I could probably find some helmet. Are you worried about fucking that face up?
I don't think
Yeah,
anybody's
I need
bringing
this.
a
I need
helmet.
this. This is.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, Marsha Brady broke her nose. I get it.
There's no George Glass at our school. All right.
And also, Jason's down at the shore for Eagles Autism fundraiser in the 4th annual Beer Bowl.
That's right.
We will be
that's right.
releasing that video in July, and so make sure you're following all the socials and more details to come.
Yeah. We are also going to be dropping some of our summer collection with Warren James.
Ooh, hell yes! Who's got the T-shirts?
Is this a Warren James t-shirt? This, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice, Jason. That is it.
It
These
is
bad boys.
Nice. This actually, I really liked when it got in because it very much reminds me of Cleveland Heights.
It is.
In,
It
like,
is
the
a
best
Heights
way.
feel. It really is. It's got that vintagey feel to it, man.
Yeah. Yep.
It's got the nice color on there that makes you feel, gives you some good nostalgia. We're gonna be dropping 2 tees, a crew neck, a hoodie, and finally the boyfriend whistle. That's right.
Hey, long overdue.
Get in here, Brandon. Give him a little bit of that whistle. Nice. You got the dog behind you's attention, so.
Oh,
So all you ladies out there looking to, get some chores done around the house by your significant other.
Like my dad said, sometimes you just need a swift kick in the ass,
Or a whistle.
Yeah, you can check out all of this stuff on KelceClubhouse.com. All of our new merch, whistles. It is a one-stop shop for anything you guys are interested in buying within the New Heights universe.
Yes, sir.
A lot of brands that Travis and I collaborate with all through that website. So you can find it all there, KelceClubhouse.com. Also, this Friday we'll be having another bonus episode, a Father's Day voicemail.
Ooh, how about it? And we've got some bonus clips from a few of our recent guests that
Wow.
we've been saving, and we are going to make sure that you guys don't miss out on the fun and the laughs. So
That's right.
yeah, we'll have some of that for you as well.
Well, that's it for new news, brought to you by Xfinity, which brings us to Out of the House.
Out of the house. Brought to you by Home Depot. Anything you need is at Home Depot, all right? You need
Including
fucking
stuff
anything.
out of the house.
Yeah, to get out of the house, you go to the Home Depot, get more stuff to be out of the house, and then you're. That's why it's a perfect segue into Jason did a little goalkeeping with Tim Howard.
I did. I was
How is this?
so I've been interested in penalty kicks. All right. Penalty kicks decide a lot of World Cup games. I still remember vividly this guy Jens, the German goalkeeper. I believe it was the 98 World Cup, I guess.
Okay.
It's a quarterfinal game in the World Cup. It comes down to penalty kicks, and he goes in his sock and he pulls out a note card. And he proceeds to guess which direction the shooter is shooting all 4 times. He saves 2 of them, and they end up winning and then proceed to win the World Cup. And I'm still like, what the fuck was on that note card? And it's just crazy to me that the biggest sporting event in the world comes down to this very niche thing that really doesn't have much to do with soccer. It's a very specific thing to penalty kicks. And 1 in 5 games is decided this way. And I've always wondered what's going through the goalkeeper's heads. How do you choose? I didn't even realize it was
1 in 5.
1 in 5. Crazy. That's elimination games. 1 in 5 elimination games.
It gets that. Wow.
It's that common. I mean, the games end up being tied after that first OT or however much longer they play.
First 90 minutes.
Yeah. Well, but they go to an overtime first, and then if it's tied after the overtime period, I think it goes
to through 120 minutes.
I think something like that. Whatever it is.
I'm sorry.
I also just love watching them, and I've always wondered, how does a goalkeeper choose what side? How does a shooter choose what side? What's the technique behind it? So I engulfed myself in the penalty kick world and recruited the best USA goalkeeper of all time, Tim Howard, to teach me a thing or two.
Hell yeah. And this is all on the YouTube channel?
It is. We have some clips, I think, that they sent over that I don't know what they sent over, but...
Oh, fucking Brandon, let's do this.
Hopefully we sent over some good ones.
Did you have the jersey on? I got a little bit of a soccer goalie jersey on right now.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, Trev. That jersey would have been real good.
Who the fuck is 17?
No chance.
No chance at all. So what? So tell me what you're thinking here.
Fast feet.
Nice hot feet.
Fast feet.
Nice hot feet.
Tim told me fast feet.
Oh.
And it's the other way. They really sent the fun ones over. So this is all at St. Joe's University with the team. I got one. I don't know if that's the one that didn't go in. That's the one that I saved.
Did you touch any of them?
I'm not going to give it away. You got to watch the video.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
I did end up saving a kick, as you saw from that day. Yeah, I mean, listen, the stats behind penalty kicks are the goalie's not, if you're saving 1 in 5, you're doing a good job. If you save the goal in a penalty kick shootout, you want to save 2. Because if you save 2, your chances of winning the game are through the roof.
The goal is to save them all, but I hear you on
yeah, it's just not going to happen. I would always say the hardest thing in pro sports is hitting a baseball. Because if you do it 1 in 4 times, you're like one of the best players in Major League Baseball, right? Yeah. Saving penalty kicks is harder. The percentage chance is way lower. It is a very hard thing to do. You're trying to guess left, right. They'll even go right down the middle on you. Then they can mix up the tempo. They can't stop as kickers, but they can slow down, speed up.
Play with the tempo and all that.
Yeah. It is extremely hard to you're guessing.
Yeah.
So anyways, that video is out now on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out. And that was a fun out of the house. And shout out to Tim Howard for showing me, a thing or two.
USA great.
That's right.
Gotta love that. Well, I can't wait to jump on YouTube and check this one out. Make sure everybody goes to Jason's YouTube channel, and you're not going to want to miss this one. Jason just getting out of the house is the best shit ever. Once again, Out of the House brought to you by Home Depot. Get out of the house, go to Home Depot, get some shit that you need to stay out of the house, because being out of the house is fun as fuck.
Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Enterprise.
Right now, the world's best soccer teams aren't the only ones scoring big, because on every corner kick goal, Enterprise is giving you a chance to win a car.
That's right. The moment a corner kick is called, post on X, hashtag on every corner, hashtag sweepstakes and Enterprise. If a corner kick goal is scored, you could win a car.
Winners may pick up their prize cars at an Enterprise or Enterprise car sales location on a corner near them.
So can you post on X, hashtag on every corner, hashtag sweepstakes and Enterprise fast enough? It's time to find out.
For more details and an additional chance to win, visit oneverycorner.com.
No purchase necessary. Open to legal residents in the 50 U.S. states and D.C., Puerto Rico, Canada, Ireland, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, and Spain who are 21 and older. Sweepstakes ends July 19, 2026. Void where prohibited. Prize awarded if a corner kick goal is scored. For entry details and official rules, visit oneverycorner.com.
Thank you to our partner, Xfinity.
If you're a soccer fan, summer means one thing. The game is on. And when the game is on, It's time to host, whether it's in your living room or out on the patio.
That's where Xfinity comes in. Their fiber-powered gig Wi-Fi is so reliable, you can literally host the world at your place and not miss a single moment.
Not a single moment. We're talking low lag, zero stress, just pure, uninterrupted action from kickoff to the final whistle.
Get Xfinity gig Wi-Fi to stream and host a beautiful game all summer long. Every match, every highlight, every dramatic penalty shootout.
Plus, now you can lock your price for 5 years. Guaranteed.
So, get your crew together, fire up the big screen, and let Xfinity handle the Wi-Fi. Head to xfinity.com/soccer to learn more.
Restrictions apply. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable.
Thank you to our sponsor, the Home Depot.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 is in full swing, and with the right watch party, every match is a contender for event of the summer. That's right. And it can all be enjoyed from the comfort of your own backyard.
The Home Depot app comes in clutch with Host Prep. Find exactly what you need with the product locator. Get project ideas or even ask the Magic Apron AI assistant to help right from your phone.
Plus, fast, free delivery on over 2 million items means you're not missing a single minute of the action.
The Home Depot is an official supporter of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Get your home match day ready and visit homedepot.com/FIFA World Cup 26 to learn more.
Thank you to our sponsor, Mentos Gum.
The more in a routine you are, the easier it is to get stuck on repeat. Same commute, same coffee order. You know how it goes.
All right. Yep, I sure do. Like when your brain gets hit on autopilot and you're running on a loop every single day.
That's where Mentos Gum comes in. Popping a crisp, cool piece of their gum is like unlocking a new mindset to take on the day.
That's right. Just one piece of fresh mint or spearmint gum. And suddenly you're thinking maybe it's time to switch things up, like putting on some music and heading outside rather than eating the same sad desk lunch.
It sounds small, but that's the whole point. Mentos Gum helps you refresh the mundane by leveling up with a hit of cool freshness.
Refresh the everyday with Mentos. Say yes to fresh with Mentos Gum. All right, let's get to Zach and Julie Ertz. Talk a little football or football. All in between. That's right. And this conversation is brought to you by HubSpot. Our guests today have a combined 2 World Cups, bronze medal, 2 CONCACAF championships, 2-time U.S. Soccer Player of the Year, 3 Pro Bowls, a Super Bowl championship, and they hold the Philadelphia Eagles franchise record for most receptions in a single season.
Let's go!
They're maybe the most athletically accomplished couple in all the sports. We have the Ertzes, Zach Ertz and Julie Ertz!
That's right! Fire up, man.
How's it going, guys? How's the offseason treating you?
Yeah, we're doing great. We're here. It's already summer in Arizona, so hitting 100s already this week. So it's hot.
You guys choose to live out there just because you know when you go outside, you're going to get a good, nice sweat all the toxins, all the beers you've been drinking, all the wine you've been drinking.
I mean, you guys know how it is as you get older. The warm weather feels good on the joints. It's just nice to walk outside, already have your full lather going, and you don't have to worry about warming up, really.
Old age, get out of here. Get out of here. How is the body feeling, though, brother?
It's good. We're in a good spot. We're like 5, almost 6 months now from surgery. So just training every day, doing everything I can to get back to where I was. Obviously it's a long process. There's some long days, there's some long weeks, some long months, but Julie's been there every step of the way, helping me out. I've got a phenomenal team around me as well. So it's tough, but at the end of the day, we're just trying to stack these days right now.
Yeah, the 3 boys are keeping him busy. So
for sure.
Yeah, that's you beat me to it. I was about to say, what's harder, the rehab or chasing the 3 kids around?
Definitely, especially early on when I was like immobile and being useless on the couch and watching Julie chase around the 3 maniacs and me just over there, just worried that someone's going to jump off the couch straight into my knee. That was probably the most stressful part of the rehab, honestly. We don't have a dog, but I imagine that's what people feel like that have dogs when they're rehabbing.
Yeah, our house is so loud. We like jokingly call them the Monstars. Like it's like, as you guys know, with having brothers, he's one of 4 boys. I have to like warn people when they come in. I'm like, just so you know, like it is so loud in here. And Jordan Hicks came over to our house the other day to go to dinner, and he walks in the house and goes, I think I can smell the testosterone in here.
Let's go. I gotta love
That's
it.
good.
Julie, you getting excited for this World Cup or what?
Dude, I'm so excited. We're going to be there at the first game, so I'm even more excited. And we're going to take Madden. So like, he loves soccer. So just the joy to like share it. And we're not pushing it at all, but like he likes it and like asks about it, watches it with me, watches it with Zach. So it's like, yeah, I'm
awesome.
stoked. Like my heart's pounding out of his excitement.
How do you feel about that, Zach? Are you okay with soccer? I mean, they're both fall sports, right?
They are fall sports.
What's going to happen here?
I mean, as you both know, there's so many sports that translate to football. I don't know if football is a transferable skill besides the mindset aspect. So I'm all for trying all these sports, whether it be soccer, basketball, baseball, because football will always be there if he wants it. But I'm not pushing him on anything. If you ask him right now what he wants to play, he's going to say football. And unfortunately, he wants to play tight end. So for us, it's a fun season of life.
You can always do club sports and club teams and whatnot. There's ways you can do both these days. And I agree. I feel like Pee Wee football, you don't gain much from doing that. I think you gain more playing a sport like soccer, where you develop footwork and coordination and endurance. You do baseball, hand-eye coordination, and gymnastics even. My kids do gymnastics. I couldn't do any of that stuff. Definitely not now.
All the team sports, you're going to get that camaraderie aspect of it. So, I mean, it's kind of pick your poison, but I hear you guys at that young age. It's kind of, I don't know, if football is the favorite, it's almost like, yeah, maybe just try some other sports to make football easier, you know? No, at all, especially in the tight end world, you're going to get asked to do everything. What does he play in soccer?
Chase. But he's only like, he'll be 4 in August. So they just chase. Like, honestly, like, the craziest part now
That's
is
too
like,
funny. I was like, oh, this is a new position that we just created for him. I'm just like, I'm an idiot. That's so good.
It is funny though, because he talks about doing like multi-sport, but it's kind of confusing him because for his like first game, when they go to line up for kickoff, Madden was in a 3-point stance to start the kickoff for soccer.
Let's go!
It's like the funniest video.
You want to talk
like,
about intimidation.
Yeah, exactly. He was like staring him down. It's the funniest video. We were like, I'm laughing honestly the entire like time of the game and, keeping my mouth shut. I cheer really loud, but I'm just like zipped. He's 4. So it's pretty funny.
Well, this leads in really well to our first kind of topic here. We have a little section called football versus football. We're going to ask you soccer and football questions as the resident experts in our lives at Bull Sports. So let's go first question. Which one is the real football?
Ooh.
You can go first.
Okay, well, I'm obviously going to say soccer. What a gentleman.
Yeah.
He just knows he's about to get destroyed. Soccer for sure, because I'm pretty sure soccer was developed way before like y'all started catching the ball, and then you barely use your feet. And sometimes you can go with a game without like a kick. I mean, really, I guess punt counts, but like, I mean, you could go technically without having a kick the entire game.
I would agree there. Unfortunately, I would agree because I feel like their game has been around a lot longer than ours. And why did we call it football in the first place? I would love an explanation of why it was called football from the start. But of course, I'm going to defend our American football to the death. But at the end of the day, if we go over to Europe, it is a tough argument.
We run on our feet, Zach. Everything starts from the ground up. You know that.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. That is what I need. That's how I need to end the argument and walk away, just with that.
And in soccer, they wear the long socks over the shin guard, so it looks like they have socks.
What?
Don't you guys wear socks? You guys wear socks?
Okay, Julie. Good point. Fair enough. Good point. We have long socks too.
Julie, have you ever tried to kick a field goal?
So my dad actually kicked at LSU. He was a kicker. So I like grew up kind of like he would go and train kids to like kick and punt. So like I have an awareness of how to do it, but yeah, I mean, it's very similar mechanics. It's a little different, but yeah.
So what's our farthest field goal? I got to know this. We got to know. People need to know this.
Have we done distance?
I think she could probably hit 30 yards. 30 yards.
Yeah.
When we were in college, we would do like a PK shootout, and I was in goalie, and she was the PK taker, and it was really hard to play goalie. And
Dude, it blows my mind how close that PK is, dude.
I know.
It is literally, it feels like 10 feet away. You got to fucking insane that goalies actually stop those at times, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, they say if you can stop 2 of them in a PK shootout, you're like gonna win usually.
Yeah.
Fucking 1. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, one is still good, but 2 is like you're almost guaranteed to win it. And then 1 in 5 of the World Cup elimination rounds usually are decided by PKs. It's not even playing the sport. It comes down to like this very niche thing. And I don't know. I love
It's so electric.
Yeah.
It's so fucking electric.
It's so fun.
Do you remember there was a German goalkeeper and he was like the first one that pulled the little note card out of his sock and he was reading it while the guys are coming up and he had his like little scouting report. And now they like put it on the water bottle and all that stuff. But he guessed right every time. And it still stands out to me.
No, it is crazy. Like the stat world of sports and how it's like intertwined is like pretty insane. Like the stuff we looked at before World Cup was insane.
Is it as simple as like, hey, this goalie, if you kick it right, you're more likely to score X percent of time? Or is it more what you do well? Or is it like, hey, if the person before you kicked left, then if you kick right, then if you kick high, then kick low, I'm probably way...
That seems more like a mental game that I'm not ready for. I'd rather just kick it in the net.
I'm using myself now.
No, I would say it's more the opposite. It's more the goalkeeper's stats and understanding like players. Like they go back in the archives and like look at stuff. And I mean, they have it for the kickers, I think for that, like making it way less like crazy. Like where you should kick it, like in the goals, like where the corners, what the pace is better for the keepers, like certain keepers. But yeah, I feel like it's more goalkeeper look at stats than the actual kicker.
How many PKs did you take in your career?
Very little.
That's a great question.
Yeah, they always gave me like 8. They always gave me like number 8 in the lineup.
That just means when it matters most. If it goes into extra PKs when we need it most.
Yeah, I was waiting for my moment. So it wasn't that I wasn't ready. I just called up.
What was your side? Your left side, right side?
Right side.
Push it.
Push it. Nice, Jason. What?
Yeah.
Since you guys have both, you are literally the only couple that has both. Which trophy is better, the World Cup or the Lombardi?
This feels ridiculous. This is a ridiculous question. I don't even like the Lombardi. It's a terrible trophy.
I can tell you the looks. The World Cup look is like very simple and like but if you're talking about like, you know, every 4 years is this opportunity. Like I don't think there's really
nice. Yeah.
You know.
I'm surprised she didn't go to her world conversation about how we don't play a world. And there's no world champion in football because you only play the Americans.
We're implied. There's nobody. I mean, we're so good. We're just better than the rest of the world. That's how it works, right?
That is that American mentality, Jason.
You guys are ridiculous.
Who was more excited for the other when the Eagles won the Super Bowl or when the U.S. women's national team got the World Cup? Who was more excited? Zach for Julie or Julie for Zach? There's only one right answer here, Zach.
Of course. There's only one. For Julie. We were in France for a really long time.
Wait, can I have a story for that? Well, can I tell them the story?
Yeah, so we're here at this point.
Okay. I would say Zach was more excited only because of this story. So after you win, so in the 2019 we were in France, it's really hot. It's like super hot and there's no AC there. You just need to like know that in that.
And I was there forever, mind you, because I was such a supportive husband. Continue.
So we get to sit, like they get to sit so close and you get to see your family after. You know how in the Super Bowl, your family gets to run out, you're going to celebrate with them. They don't get to go on the field. You like walk over to the side by the bleachers. And I have this like beautiful photo and I'm like hyperventilating because I'm like laughing. But he's like, congratulations. Like, I'm so proud of you. Like, wow, what an accomplishment. Like, can we go home now? It's so hot.
Can we get back to that American AC? Please.
He was great and so supportive. So I don't say that. We were like laughing just because the poor man was just like sweating. You guys are big guys. Like, not having AC for 2 months. I mean, you're there for 2 months, if not longer, like with training before.
That's awesome, though.
It was also like record highs in France. One of those weeks we were out there, record highs. I was dying out there. I'm a cold room sleeper, guys. I'm a cold room sleeper.
Come on now. Dude, we're all in the same boat there, dude.
I get furious when I get to the room and it won't let me put it below 65. I I go down and I confront the front desk. What do you guys do? I paid for this room. I need this AC. No, I'm right there with you. I feel like that's one of the reasons America is such an obese country. Is because of AC. It makes you comfortable being fat. I'm just being honest. You don't have to deal with the ramifications of it.
Oh man, it's too convenient to sit in the house.
If I wanted to be fat anywhere, it's give me the America and all the AC. France, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. That's why they're thin. They're thin out there in France.
This one's very simple. What sport is more physically demanding?
I want to say football, but the running is crazy in soccer.
I would rather block Holodinata than run the amount of miles soccer players are running. I'll take that one hit for 2 seconds. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but over and over and over.
It's a game. I can't run 2 miles right now. I'd be freaking miserable.
You'd be like 150 pounds if you play soccer. You're losing 140. You're losing half your body to go play soccer. It's I will say though, one time I tried to do one of her runnings, and it was I tapped out after like rep 2. It was horrible. The running she does, even now.
You got to tell us what it was.
I think it was just like you run the length of the field and then you walk 18 yards and then you have to run the whole length of the other field, and you just like continue to do that for until you pass out, essentially. Pass out or throw up.
And I passed out after 2 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I agree. I think if you're going to like physicality of like getting tackled by these ginormous men, like that would be the only thing that like is so different. But I think if you're talking about like taxing, I mean, you guys like after 20 seconds, you're like, let's come on in together and like, let's talk about some things, and then like, we'll go again.
That's too good.
All right, Julie, question specifically for you. Why historically has the U.S. women's national team been so much more competitive than the men's U.S. national team in soccer?
Well, I think the investment of like the women's national team, I think we started in 85 was our first league. And I think before any other country kind of really put money into their federation. And so that I think the commitment to the players that were before, right? Like Michelle Akers, Mia Hamm, like all these players that really like invested their time and effort to make it what it is today. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is really probably just the investment in the federation to kind of allow a spot for the players to, you know, make it is what it is now, right? Like we wouldn't have been as successful without those players, like getting paid nothing, like doing it strictly because they believed in the game and to make it like, you know, a dream for us, right? To be able to pay and do that for a job.
Also from the men's side, most of the high athlete men in the U.S. play either football or basketball. Would you guys agree with that? Like, I feel like we're not getting as much of our high caliber athletes playing soccer that some of these untrue.
Me and Jason say this all the time. The best ticket in American sports is on the court at an NBA game. If we got some basketball guys, like if LeBron James
is a goalie. Could you imagine those big feet trying to dribble the ball though? That's the only thing.
Yeah, I don't know how many, like, even if you were putting GOAT, like who's the best players to ever play soccer, like I don't think they're averaging the size of 6'7", but I'm not sure. I do think people are starting to play it a lot earlier and like committed to it now. And they're making some, you know, there's some really top players out there, but yeah, I mean,
I will say, like, when it comes to American youth sports, you kind of just do one sport a season. Like growing up, it was baseball in the spring, it was football in the fall, it was basketball in the winter. And you watch some of these documentaries from these other countries, some of these soccer greats. It's like they're playing soccer in the fall, they're playing indoor soccer in the winter, they're playing beach soccer in the summer and spring. And that's all they're doing. Like if you played baseball your whole life, none of your skills are translating to soccer. And so I feel like in America, we're just like, we're creating this like good at a lot of different things, and you're developing the athlete. Whereas in other countries, you're developing soccer specific athletes, because that is the pinnacle in pretty much every other country.
As you can tell, we have this conversation all the time. We talk about it all the time.
Seriously though.
All right, what's harder, playoff football or World Cup soccer?
What a horrible comparison.
Both are really
I know. Listen, I don't like the question any more than you do. I don't like but I had that. I should have just skipped it.
I think playoff football is harder at the beginning of the World Cup when it's like the round robin, best of 4 teams, and the top 2 advance.
Ooh, that's a good.
And then from there, it's probably pretty similar.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a very good answer. Yeah.
You played in World Cup in Canada and France. What makes a city a good host?
Gosh, those were both incredible hosts, but I will say I liked France a little bit better because you're only in one country. The size of Canada is so big. Like we would fly, we were in like Vancouver and we'd go all the way to like Ottawa to, I'm going to act like I know where everything is, like to Toronto, but it's just such a big travel for just sometimes you have a shorter time to recover, a bigger time. So the thing with France is like we could bus to like the next place or train. And so that part was just nice because it just felt like you didn't have to, that recovery piece wasn't as big as when we were playing kind of all over. So that's what's interesting because this World Cup for the men's is, it's attached to Canada, attached to Mexico. So there's a lot of travel kind of going around. So great host cities for sure, like just because the cities are incredible and they'll make it that way. But as a player, I loved having it so close because we would bus and it's like, the way they decorated the city, it was incredible. Wouldn't you say? We would go and you'd go into a bakery and it was on the window. So it really felt so filtered of this is women's soccer World Cup and it's right here. That's what I love that part.
Well, this one is a much easier one, I think. What is the better chant? The Eagles EAGLES chant or the I believe that we can win, we will win chant for the U.S. soccer?
Are you going to answer that one?
You started off on it here.
Okay. Well, the Eagles one is a better chant, I think, because it's so what it is and personal to that. I think I do love it because it's so packed. I love the fan group that started it. The American Outlaws, I'm sure, started that whole thing. So I love it. I think we just kind of threw it out there and we were yes, we have one. Let's go. And so I think
100%. We're so on board with this, by the way. Yeah, we're trying to find new chants for American soccer team. 100%.
But it is fun when you win to cheer. When you go like this and you're singing the song when you win, it's incredible.
It rocks. Yeah.
The USA chant is awesome.
Trav, do you have any that maybe you or someone you know really well has for USA Soccer?
Oh, now we're thinking, Zach, I didn't even go there. We got to get the creative juices going over there. I'll ask Tay, see what she has.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Yeah, I believe that we will win feels so why the fuck would you not believe me? I don't know what's this. It feels very, I get it. We're the underdog a lot of times. We're trying to exude confidence, but I don't know. I was over in Brazil, and the Brazilians were doing a chant for the men's U.S. World Cup down there.
Okay.
And I was like, "Ooh, what are they saying?" It was Brazil versus Chile, and they're like, "Chile, da da da," and I'm like, "Man, what are they saying?" And I asked one of the Brazilians next to me, and they said, "We just said we came here to fuck Chile," and I'm like, "That's what I'm talking about. I like that one. That's a chant. That's a confident chant."
That just exudes confidence.
Yeah.
And the ramifications if you lose are just as strong.
Yeah. It's one thing if you're saying that when you got Neymar doing cartwheels and backups over people. It's we got to get one of those guys before we start to say we're about to fuck you up.
I guess we'll ask both of you, as we ask all of our guests, what is your welcome to football moment?
I don't know if you remember, but my rookie year, I missed the whole off season. And so I wasn't able to come till till training camp, excuse me. And seeing Michael Vick in the first row in team meeting was insane as a guy that grew up watching him and playing with him on video games. And then, but on the practice field, the O-line wasn't there, but Chip Kelly used to have us do this 5 yards apart tackling drill. And I was his rookie. I didn't really know any better. And Trent Cole and Connor Barwin are on the other side, and it's a 5 yard box. And if you had to avoid them, you're kind of viewed in a different light. So it was like 10 minutes of just getting picked up and driven into the ground. And my shoulder hurt. I'm pretty sure I had like a grade 2 or 3 AC sprain after that. I missed like a week of practice because it was just Trent Cole and Connor just picking me up and throwing me to the ground.
Cincinnati Bearcats' finest, baby.
There you go.
Getting after you, man. Fuck. That sounds absolutely miserable. I remember my rookie year, we had this special teams drill called the Star Drill. And it's essentially the same thing. You would get put between like a 5-yard box, or they set up some cones, and it was like basically simulating the original kickoff where one guy would be like back to you, turn around, and have to like try and block a guy. And if you stopped him or like you pushed him out of the lane, you won, and vice versa. If you got past him, you won. And I remember I felt like I was fucking dominating. I was like fucking giving them the hezzy. I was giving them like I was running routes. I was doing a whole bunch of just nonsense, like shit you wouldn't do if you had to go and tackle somebody on kickoff. And I actually did a spin move on a guy one time, and the coach came up to me, Coach Tobe. I love still special teams coach to this day. Came up to me and said, "Hey Kelce, don't ever fucking do that again. You're never gonna you're gonna get killed if you do that in the game. Don't ever do that again."
And that was your last rep in special teams altogether.
Exactly. It's all right. You don't fucking get it. Get out of here, kid. Julie, what do you got for us?
I mean, not as similar to that, but probably as close as you could get. I played defense, so obviously I had to go up against Abby Wambach, who's just like known for being in the air. So probably just getting like blasted in the face and just like trying to like suck it up. And you're just like, they're like, "Oh yeah, you good?" And like, some of it, I'm like, it seemed a little excessive. Like, was it just like, welcome as being a rookie, or like, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm good," and it like hurt for like the rest of your life.
Sure
My pride. I was like,
yeah.
I just want to go home. But no, probably something like that. I can't think of anyone where I'm like, or like, unfortunately like late for a meeting. I know that was a hard one for me when I fell asleep because we were doing double days, and I'm like this young buck fell asleep through a meeting, showed in late, and I was like, not good. Yeah.
Got to get that cup of Joe.
Yeah, this is before my coffee obsession happened. That's probably what the trauma started, my coffee obsession.
100% it got for me. I was doing the same thing, dozing off. I got Big Red yelling at me to stay up in meetings. I feel like I just got cut. The way he yelled at me, I was just like, I'm fucking out of here tomorrow. One of the vets came up to me and slapped me on the arm and said, "Go get a cup of coffee. No matter how much you hate the taste, you're going to appreciate what it does for you." I'm like, all right. And I can't go into a meeting without a cup. So.
Yep.
Do you feel, Julie, like center defensive midfield is the equivalent of tight end on a soccer pitch? Like, it feels like you kind of got to be good at everything a little bit. I'm making this up. I'm grasping the straws.
I was like, I didn't know that was a tight end question. I didn't know that was like, I would say.
I see it for sure.
You think so? I was going to say more the 6 more than you think. I feel like depending how you play, I was going to say more like quarterback style, because that's how they want to start now. Like they want the 6 to kind of be, but like the quarterback doesn't play defense, so I guess that's kind of useless point either. But I guess so. A little bit of everything. You do need to know a little bit. So that's probably a better comparison.
I don't know where that came from, but we're going to get to our next question. We got to ask, all right, is it true Zach is the reason Jason showed up to training camp with blonde hair?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it is true.
What was the bet again? Are we allowed to talk about it?
Oh, we're allowed to talk about
I'm
it.
trying to remember right now.
I remember. It was,
what was it?
it was an off season where it was like looking I was getting traded well before training camp.
That's what it was. Yes.
And I essentially hadn't been there all off season. I had ankle surgery, so I was missing OTAs anyway. And I showed up for training camp with blonde hair. I don't regret much about my time in Philly or this career, but the one thing I do regret is kind of that phase is showing up to training camp with blonde hair.
I liked it.
That's really all that matters, honestly.
It definitely looks smooth.
That
It
is all
definitely
that
looks smooth. It definitely looks smooth. I was fucking with it.
But it was like so obvious, unfortunately, that my time was probably coming to an end, that Jason was like, "Bro, when are you getting traded? You're going to get traded any day now. If you're still on the team week 1, then I'll dye my hair. I had nothing to lose in this situation. I don't think I had anything like, oh, if I'm on the team, it was just seeing him every day.
I just wanted Zach to have something to look forward to if he was still on the team. Like, at least Jason dyed his hair in a match.
Exactly. And I will say, Jason, a.k.a. Guy Fieri, after that, looks phenomenal for that.
The Guy Fieri Street Fighter combo.
Now,
look at this guy.
That has to be
fuck our intern Brandon just found the worst possible photo of me imaginable.
It looks like you're enjoying the haircut. I don't know.
no.
You look like you're enjoying it.
It looks like he hates his life right there.
That had to be the third day of pads. That had to be the morning of the third day of pads.
Week 6 padded practice after you just lose on Monday night.
Yeah, I don't think Kylie liked your hair as much as I liked Zach's hair. But
Well, since we talked about Philadelphia, Zach, now that you've gone, other places, Arizona, obviously Washington last year, like, do you have a favorite stop? Is it Philadelphia? Please tell me it's Philadelphia. Make sure you say Philadelphia.
I mean, when you spend 9 years somewhere, you're going to always have a natural affinity for the place. And the time we were there, got drafted at 22, spent the first 9 years of my career there essentially. And yeah, I mean, when you're there for so long, you're always going to have that special spot in your heart. Unfortunately, unlike you two, I wasn't able to play my whole career there. But it's been a blessing to play for Arizona and Washington the past couple years. But yeah, Philly will always be special. When you talk about the fight song, even when you're on the other sideline, when I was in Washington the past few years, it's still like subtly in the back of my mind, singing it as I'm over there watching it. So yeah, it will always have a special place in our heart for sure.
Zach, you have the most receptions of any Philadelphia Eagle ever to play. You have multiple fourth down conversions that led to the first Super Bowl ever in Eagles history. My only claim to fame is that I had a lot of stars. They were just like, hey, he's out there. He's out there again. He's doing it.
He's doing the thing again.
Right? You're forever an Eagle. Like, dude, anyways, it was such a fun time having you in Philadelphia. I know you're still doing your thing, so we can't reminisce too much. You're still going to be someplace this year. Anyways, yeah, just wanted to go down memory lane there for a second. What's your favorite memory from being a Philadelphia Eagle?
Oof.
Besides the Super Bowl.
I mean, the parade was obviously special. I think the thing I look back on fondest is like our core group of guys that we had together for a long period of time with you, Lane, BG, Fletch, myself. Like, it wasn't easy all the time for any of us. Like, there were times where like we would get killed in the media or whatever it was. And it's like, I always knew you four always had my back regardless of what we were going to. And I hope you guys felt the same about me.
Yep.
And it is a little emotional talking about it. I don't know why. But just like going through that, I would say just being around the guys, no one's going to remember about how many yards or catches or starts we had. But I do remember the day-to-day grinding in the stories of you kicking over trash cans because you didn't like the way a coach was treating someone else, or Lane hiding your helmet, or those are the things I remember about the day-to-day. I don't remember in week 11 how many catches or yards or if we won or not. But I do remember like those sorts of things the most.
Those are my favorite stories to hear because that was Jason all day and every day growing up as a kid, and some of the teams we got to play on, I get to cherish some of those memories too. But a good Jason blow up always does the team well somehow. It's just like, all right, he's getting fired up. Let's fucking get this thing going, baby.
I still owe the Cleveland Heights hockey program a foosball table.
That wasn't anybody's fault but yours.
Yeah, I know.
If we really want to go down memory lane, that story of kicking over a trash can is like level 1 out of 100 stories I have. That is the lowest on the totem pole. But we're not going to do that.
Shareable.
This is a family-friendly program.
He'll leave it for a roast.
Yeah.
If there's ever a day to roast Jason, just bring him along.
That's right. Oh man, a lot of material for my teammates. So Zach was just talking about what it was like being a former Philadelphia Eagle, thinking about the teammates and the memories there. Is it the same thing with you and the women's national team?
Oh yeah, I think when you step away from something, you don't realize how special it is. Just because Yeah, like when you're so soul focused, right? Like whatever the task is at hand of like, I have to be the best player to do this. So you're on all the time that you kind of forget to just like really understand, right? Like how cool this is. And I think stepping away from it and being retired for a couple years, you're like, whoa, like what a special time. And every time now I see somebody or like see a teammate from the past, it's like instant connection because just nobody else understands but that locker room. And I think that's the coolest part is like, regardless of everything, it's like, wow, those, like you've gone through something. And I think that's why I also just love sports so much is like the people that come in your life and, that support you, love you, teach you everything. So yeah, I feel the same way. And I think even my favorite thing is like when you get back together, like when you guys all got back together, like recently and like all the Eagles guys together, it's like you can see the joy.
Awesome.
Yes. And like it exudes, like you see it because it's just like an instant connection. You go back right where it was before, like you left, and it's the same thing. I got to see a couple teammates this past week and I just like, man, like, so, and it's just funny, right? You have those stories and like nobody else can really like understand that. And it's like the only time you're like you, right? Like the full you. Now I like, have to mingle with other people of like Madden's like classmates and stuff, but it's like nobody knows those stories, right? Like with like so I love it.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Zach, when you got drafted to Philly, did any part of you feel bad that it was over me?
There's no chance.
They stole an opportunity for me to play with my brother.
I think the better question is how long did it take you to get over me being drafted?
Yeah, he's still not over it, Zach. He's never
still to this day.
Multiple Super Bowls later, he plays with Pat Mahomes. He's still not over it.
Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, Chip Kelly. I get it. He smoked you in the Pac-12 for years.
I didn't know at the time, like Jason was on the team already. I didn't really know the dynamic of that. But over the years, there's definitely been like, Jason, Zach, Travis was doing this. Maybe you should try that. And Jason trying to just let me know how amazing you were doing every game, even though I already knew as well.
Stop it.
So, yeah. I wouldn't say I apologize, but it's not too late, Jason. You could come out of retirement. I know Creed Humphrey still got it. Maybe you could go breathe some water or something.
That's right.
Too funny.
Zach, do you have a Mount Rushmore tight ends?
That's a great question, obviously. For me, I think Jason Witten is on there just because he was the guy that like I always watched and someone I modeled my game after. I would say Trav would be on there. Obviously as a 2013 class member, phenomenal player. I would say Gronk, obviously, probably the most dominant, complete
Big
tight end. And
you can't put yourself on. Travis put himself on. So you're very welcome to put yourself on.
Telling everybody that,
and I'm sure I'm gonna forget someone, but I mean Tony Gonzalez has like every tight end record ever, so I don't know how you could say that he's not on there as well.
TG.
So I would say those four are probably my personal favorites.
Julie, you got to give us yours.
Mount Rushmore women's soccer, U.S. women's soccer.
Let's just say Mount Rushmore of women's soccer outside of the greatest era of women's soccer.
I'm terrible at this.
So pre-2012.
Pre-2012. Okay.
Pre-2012.
Okay, so you have Michelle Akers, Mia Hamm. You have, Julie Foudy is one of my absolute favorite. Who am I missing?
Put her on then.
She's on there. Christine Lilly, that's four.
Okay, there you go.
That was just my first one that came to my mind. So
there it is. Boom.
That I didn't play with. So now people are going to be like, well, how dare you not say this person?
Very clear. Yes. All right. Well,
that's all right. At least you didn't put yourself up there.
Yeah, that's great. Well, congratulations to you guys. Awesome. Thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it. It's awesome talking to you guys.
Yeah, appreciate the stories. Appreciate the time. Zach, you already know how much love I got for your brother. There's been so much respect throughout the years. And you already know, still doing it for the class of 2013. Not a lot of us still doing it. Julie, being able to see you and your career from afar, you're literally one of the best to ever do it. Appreciate you guys jumping on, having some fun with us, and listening to us make up some kind of nonsense, but we're bringing it back home. Bringing it back home at the end of the day.
No. We appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, this is funny.
This was a great time.
Alrighty, thank you to Zach and Julie Ertz so much for coming on the pod.
Best, man.
They really are. I mean, I loved them when they were in Philadelphia. So happy to see that they're both still killing it. Brand new twins out there.
They're so down to earth. They're going to be just the absolute best parents, and those kids are going to be awesome. But they're also going to be fucking hell ass. They're going to be really good at whatever sport they end up picking. Yeah.
It sounds like Zach is really hoping for football, and Julie is really hoping for soccer.
Come on, tight ends.
So we'll see where they end up. Once again, that conversation was brought to you by HubSpot. Thank you to our partner, HubSpot.
Hub who?
HubSpot. It's software for your business.
Oh, that's it?
No, that's not it, actually. It's also got all your customer info in one place. Who are they? What they bought? Every conversation you've ever had with them.
So you never have to guess what to do next.
That's right. You just know.
Big difference.
Huge difference. Check them out at HubSpot.com.
Thank you to our sponsor, Allstate.
Checking Allstate first. That could save you hundreds on car insurance.
That's right. Not checking if your car windows are up before you go through the car wash. Rookie mistake. That's not a light miss. That's a full interior remodel is what that is.
Yeah, checking first is a good idea. So check Allstate first for an auto quote. I could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North America Insurance Co. and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Thanks to our sponsor, Planet Fitness.
There's no off season when it comes to taking care of yourself.
And Planet Fitness makes it easy to stay locked in with over 2,900 locations and most clubs open 24 hours. And you can get after it on your schedule.
Plus, with the Black Card, you get access to the Black Card Spa, hydro massage, red light recovery, everything you need to recharge after going hard.
That's right. And the best part, you can bring a friend anytime.
Black Card memberships start at $24.99 a month.
Get strong at Planet Fitness. Join the club today in person, online, or on the free Planet Fitness app at planetfitness.com.
All right, now we get to a little bit of this jackassness. That's right. This conversation is brought to you by Mentos Gum. Say yes to fresh, and you're going to enjoy this Johnny Knoxville interview. Our guest today is a writer, actor, and bowl enthusiast from Knoxville, Tennessee. You know him from Walking Tall, Dukes of Hazzard, The Ringer, Bad Grandpa, and the new host of Fear Factor. But you also know him best as one of the creators and stars of the hit show movie series Jackass. 92%, please welcome Johnny Knoxville! Let's go!
Jason coming in hot.
That's right. I had to do it right. Johnny, do you have any idea how much you shaped our entire childhood and the entire ethos of the 2000s?
It's unbelievable.
What is it like looking back for you?
Please apologize to your mom for me. Who was great on Traders, by the way.
She was.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Yeah, she didn't last long, but she was a fan favorite.
Yes.
She was into it. She was into it, though. What is it like, Johnny, talking to people about how much the show inspired them, what it meant to them? You had people glued to MTV, ready for the next
lifestyle. It still is, but I promise you, I remember immediately going to the grocery store and jumping in a shopping cart and getting tossed out of that thing.
Yeah, it's wild because we didn't even think the show was going to get on television, and nor did we think anyone was going to watch. So we were constantly surprised along the way, and that it means something to people is just, it blows us away because it's something we created with our friends. It's very odd. It's a very intimate thing to us, but it's kind of everyone's now.
Was the original pitch to MTV? How if you didn't think it was going to get on TV, how did you get it up and running? Like, how did that kind of unfold?
I was writing for different magazines, and I was trying to pitch this idea to test self-defense equipment on myself, like stun gun, taser gun, pepper spray, and then I was going to shoot myself. Well, I did shoot myself with
Yes, you did.
with a bulletproof vest. And a lot of people wanted the article, but they wanted to treat it as a negative pickup. Like, okay, send it to us when you're done. But I was broke. I needed someone to help me buy the taser gun, stun gun, pepper spray. So Jeff Tremaine, who became the director of Jackass, he was the editor of a skateboarding magazine. He goes, I'll give you the money. And also, why don't you film it when you do it? And that's kind of how it all began. It started in skateboard videos. Yeah.
This is epic, man.
And then we just took some of the things I did in skateboard videos along with some of the stuff Bam was doing on the East Coast and made like a 10-minute tape and gave it to different agents, because Jeff Tremaine, the director, went to high school with Spike Jonze. So yeah. Spike was like a big video director and directing his first film. So you took two guys who knew nothing, but they knew Spike Jonze. So everyone thought suddenly we knew something. We knew shit, We just knew Spike. So that's kind of how we got an agent and an attorney and people to pay attention, because we knew Spike.
Gotcha. Well, Jackass Best in Last. How do you feel about it? We loved it. We both saw it. Thank you for giving us the little premiere to check it out before this. Some of the best skits. I mean, is that the gist of it? It's like you guys are compiling all of your favorite ones. How did you get to the, I don't even know if skits is the right word, but the best versions?
Skits, bits, whatever you want to call them. Sure. It's like half new footage and half of our favorite bits that we've ever filmed. And Spike Jonze directed a new open and a new close. And we just wanted to do it one more time for us and for the fans. And so that's how it all came together, really.
It's brilliant. The opening is one of my favorite opens of all time, man. There's a bit of a new cast, right?
Yeah, we have our newest and oddly enough, last cast member ever is a humanoid robot named 1W Larry. And let me tell you, he's not the smartest robot you ever met.
Surprisingly good dexterity for a robot. I was very surprised on that.
He has two different sets of hands, right? He has two different sets of hands. The first set of hand are tiny, little bitty fingers, tiny. But for the ones we did a little bit called the robot rectal exam, he puts on these big steel rectangular fingers with a lot of right angles. And Steve-O really took one for the team.
How does that work? How does Steve-O
He's got to bend over.
But does he raise his hand for that? Like, how does it go to Steve-O? Or do you guys just know which guys
picking out of a hat?
Who's choosing Steve-O?
Jeff and I will. Sometimes people will raise their hands for things. Sometimes the people will be written specifically for them. But for that one, we just kind of landed on Steve-O, and Jeff went and talked to him. He's like, "Yeah, dude," because Steve-O from the first movie refused to put the toy car up his butt because his dad was upset over it, and I think that really got under his skin. So now he's putting everything up his butt.
So
I mean, I'm serious.
Just
I'm not
to
even
really
joking.
stick it to him.
It's crazy. Yeah, that was fun. And Adam Ray, the comedian, does the voice of the robot, and he's so
Shout
funny.
out to
Adam, baby.
Yeah.
Adam's super talented. He kills it. Yeah, no, you guys did a great job with the robot. And like Trav said, the intro, very Jackass intro, like on another level. I mean, I don't want to give away too much. I don't know what we can't give away, but if you love the Jackass intros, you're going to love the intro for this movie. I will say, being older now and watching it, I don't know how you feel, Johnny. I feel more of like a sense of, when I was younger, just laugh out loud, no care in the world for what's happening to this guy. Now that I'm older, I'm kind of like, oh man, why is he doing that? Like, there's going to be like I feel a sense of like, there's ramifications for these decisions. When I was younger, I didn't think about that one bit.
Well, the culture has changed so much, just there's so much more information on like concussions and this and that, and it does make you think like, oh man, I should have went to college, but I didn't. So I did what I had to do to support my family. But I mean, I would still be doing all the stuff I did before had it not been for the last concussion at the end of Jackass Forever. It kind of sent me offline for 6 months. And after that, the doctor said, you're done. And I talked to my kids and wife, and I said, look, I'm done. So, but had that not happened, I probably still would have been doing it. And I think ultimately it worked out for the best because, you only get so many chances, I believe.
No doubt.
But I'm good now. And now we're talking about robot rectal exams.
That's right. We can move on from that. And it's just, sorry, I don't want to, it's just crazy how sometimes those things like.
Did you have a lot of
they
concussions?
can bounce.
Oh, I know.
Travis had a couple documented.
I've been knocked out of a few games.
Yeah, right. Because you're like running you're like in the heat of it on the line.
I can get blindsided a little bit different than Jason can. And having the ball could put you in some awkward positions. But I've been fortunate that I've only had a few, and
You ever blindside Jason when he gets out of his truck?
God damn it! I wish, man. I wish.
Hi, my name's Travis Kelce, and this is the Blind Side.
Well, you do have one of the best football jackass moments of all time with Jared Allen. What was that like?
Oh man, he can hit.
Yeah, he can.
And he's a nice guy. So before he was really having trouble, like he was feeling bad about what he was about to do. And Tremaine,
he's a good man.
Yeah, and Tremaine, who's very sympathetic, goes, your job is to murder Knoxville's face. And then he like saw that we wanted him to go full speed, and then he got into it, thank goodness. It's like when I fought Butterbean in the swap meet. He showed up that morning. I'm like, Butterbean, I need you to go full speed today. He goes, Johnny, I cannot do that. I'm like, I need you to go full speed. He goes, you don't got to beg me. I said, oh, shit. But it's not funny unless you go full speed,
Oh, no, you got to go full send.
You can tell if it's not full speed and it's it's not real. Do you have which sport was the hardest hit or the one that was the most brutal of all the like sports specific ones you've done?
Well, I think my career as a bullfighter has taken the most punishment.
Jason, is this where your like love for like running with the bulls started?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I think when we had a farm that we would go to in West Virginia, and you see animals for the first time, and you see a horse and you see a cow, and it's like jarring for how large those creatures are.
Yeah.
And bull riding, watching it is just one of the most insane things you can watch. Yeah. So obviously seeing you go and do things that no sane human being would decide to go do. Like, how do you get that in the back of your head? Like, I would watch the cowboy poker stuff on YouTube and think that is insane. Yeah. And you would just be out there by yourself. Like, taking full-on shots. So where did your affinity of bulls come from?
I love bulls. They absolutely hate you. And really, and they hate movement. They don't care about colors or anything like that. If something's moving, they want to make it stop. And that's all we needed. It's like the perfect animal to shoot with. Because you're going to get footage. And I think a lot of my love for them comes from like all the great footage we've gotten. I know, and like what was going to happen to me was kind of inconsequential, really. I was just wanting the footage. So, they're wonderful animals. They're so smart too. You can't like fake the same way twice with the bull, because if you go left that second time, he's going to be sitting there waiting on you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh, man. He had to learn the hard way.
I know a lot about bulls, and I kind of learned on the job. They're amazing. So you're going to run with the bulls? Is that the idea?
That is a life ambition of mine. There's been a bunch of guys tweeting at me, drinking beers they won't stop drinking beers until I agree to run the bulls with them. I see you guys. I just want to let you know I see your tweets. I really want to go. It's just trying to figure out the time that it works out. It looks like just so much fucking fun.
I think you'll get some footage. You got to be careful though, because those Spanish bulls, they don't blunt their horns. They got swords sticking out of their head.
Oh man!
So
I have to go with some Kevlar. Get some Kevlar around the major arteries and stuff.
Yeah. You got to protect that gym dog too. That's the main thing to protect.
Oh man!
He's already got 4 girls. He's good.
Yeah.
You save you on a vasectomy.
That's right. We'll save you a procedure.
So out of all the movies, do you have like a favorite one that you guys have done, or like is it always just the one coming out is the focus and is the favorite? But
wow, each of them are different to me. You know, the first one's like it's almost innocent.
Travis, look at me. Look at me right now. Did you just say what I think you just said? Because I want to make sure my ears are working correctly. I want to make sure I didn't just imagine those words coming out of your mouth. Say it one more time slowly for the people at home and for your brother who is currently having a minor crisis on this couch. Dad is getting married. I need a minute. I genuinely need a minute. Can we pause? Can we just... No, we can't pause. We're live. Okay, fine. We're doing this right now. We're doing this in real time. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Jason Kelce find out that his father, Ed Kelce, the man, the myth, the cargo short legend himself, is engaged to Doree Hepner. And I am not okay. I am not even remotely okay right now. Travis is just sitting there smiling, by the way, grinning like he didn't just detonate a grenade in the middle of our studio. Look at him. Look at this man. Zero remorse. Absolutely zero. How long have you known? No, seriously. How long have you been walking around with this information in your pocket? Because if Dad told you before he told me, that is a completely separate wound I will be dealing with privately. That's between me, my journal, and probably a therapist. But okay, let me breathe. Let me actually breathe for a second because this deserves a real reaction. Not a panicked one, a real one. Because here's the thing about our dad that the world doesn't fully see. Everyone sees Ed Kelce at the games, right? The guy in the stands losing his mind, cheering too loud, wearing something questionable, making friends with every single stranger within a 5-seat radius. That's the dad the world knows. Fun Ed, hype dad Ed, the man who could walk into any room and within 4 minutes know everyone's name, their hometown, their dog's name, and their entire life story. But I know a different side of my dad. And Travis knows it too. I know the dad who showed up every single time. No matter what was happening in his own life, no matter how hard things got personally, no matter what he was carrying privately, he showed up to games, to practices, to random Tuesday dinners just because. He showed up when it wasn't convenient. He showed up when it was uncomfortable. He showed up when a lot of men wouldn't have. And he never made it feel like a sacrifice. He never put that weight on us. He was there. Quietly, consistently, completely there. And that's not nothing. That's actually everything. So when I say I'm emotional about this, about him finding love again, about him saying yes to love again, about him choosing happiness out loud and without apology, you have to understand where that emotion is coming from. It's not just about a wedding. It's about a man who spent years putting everyone else first, finally letting someone put him first. And that wrecks me in the best possible way. Good for him. I want to say that clearly. She is genuinely, authentically good for him. You've seen it, Travis, right? There's a different energy. There's a settled, quiet kind of joy around him now that wasn't always there. Not the performed happiness, not the big laugh for the room, but the real thing, the underneath thing, the kind of happy that shows up in the small moments when he doesn't think anyone is watching. That's the happy that matters. And she gives him that. And for that alone, she has my complete and total respect forever. And Dad, if you are somehow listening to this right now, which honestly I doubt because you still occasionally refer to this podcast as the radio show, but just in case you're tuned in, I want you to hear this directly from me. I am so proud of you. Not for the football stuff, not for raising two guys who ended up playing in the league, not for any of the things people usually celebrate you for. I'm proud of you for this. For being brave enough to love someone again, for not letting fear win, for knowing what you had and going all in. You always told us when we were kids, you always said it. You repeated it so many times that it's basically tattooed on my brain at this point. You said, don't be too proud to love someone. Don't let your ego talk you out of the things that matter. And here you are, Dad. Here you are living it. Walking straight into your own advice like a man who finally decided to take it. That is the most Ed Kelce thing you have ever done. And I love you so much for it. Travis, I swear if you don't stop smiling at me like that, I'm going to lose it completely on this microphone and neither of us wants that. I have a reputation, a small one, but still. Okay. I need to wrap this moment up before I fully dissolve because I can feel it happening. I can feel the emotion just sitting right there behind my eyes waiting for permission, and I am not giving it permission on the podcast today. Not today. Maybe later in the car alone like a normal person. Congratulations, Dad. Congratulations.